What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Raj. Welcome back to another trading overview. It is currently, what's the date today? November 13th. It is November 13th, 2025. Another good day in the market. The other day I had a bad day. Went down $500 on the funded, or I lost $500 on the funded. I went down about 400 or no, it's not even 400. It's about like $320 or $80 or something like that. I went down, but I was able to make back that. Today, currently up $414 on the day for today. Up $90 on the eval. So back above break even at the moment. I was gonna go overall through my day, what I seen, my entries, how was my mental throughout this day or throughout this trading session, and then even what went wrong and what went right. I would say today was it was an okay day. I don't base my days off of profit. I just never do because I can make $414, but if I gambled, it's not really a good day because I practice bad habits. Whereas if I make $100 one day and I practice good habits, that's a better day than the day I made $414 because I practice good habits and those good habits will stack upon to each other and it'll go a long way at the end of the day, right? But overall, coming to the day today, I did come to the market. Let's just go over here, matter of fact. Yeah, so come today, I came to the markets around 9:15. I made sure that I went through my daily routine of reading my Bible first and praying, spending time with the Lord each and every day in the morning. That's the first thing. Currently reading Matthew right now and Genesis, but I woke up and read Matthew this morning. Definitely a good book, showing the humility of John the Baptist. Crazy. But anyways, um yeah, it's come to the market. I came to the market around 9:15. And at this point here at 9:15, I could already tell that just from this 1 minute time frame, we are in a big bearish trend. I marked up this Ranger market over here from earlier in the morning. Even though I wasn't really utilizing it, even though I knew that market or price wasn't really gonna come back, I didn't believe price was gonna come back into this range. I just wanted to market, just so I know where prices came from. But I came here at 9:15 in the morning. Um, and I just seeing this 1 minute time frame, we're in a big bearish trend. We can already see that, okay, we are bearish for the day just from the 1 minute. Going to the 2 minute time frame, if you just go here, same thing. You can already just see we're bearish for the day. Very clean bearish trend. Impulse retrace, impulse retrace, impulse retrace, impulsive move, retracement, impulsive. Clear bearish trend off the 2 minute time frame. 5 minute time frame. Matter of fact, I just want to do this just so it's easier so we can see what happens before. Yeah, bearish trend again. We were in a ranging market and we did break out. But overall, since we did break out of this ranging market, like I said, I feel like we're gonna go bearish though. 8 minute. Let's go 8 minutes. Just wait for this to load up. 8 minute, same thing. Very bearish. 15 minute, same thing. We were able to break past the previous lows of this candle or of this range over here overall in the 15 minute. Um, Even this low over here, I would count this all. I would mark this up as a low, matter of fact, even off the 15 minute, just because we got rejection off of it multiple times. Purple. So yeah, we got to broke past this. We broke past this. We're selling off. I already knew we were gonna continue. 30 minute, flawless. We broke past it, and we could even see the gap. If you looked at my previous videos, I was talking about this week or all this over here, this bullish push. We got all this bullish push, but we didn't come back and fill this gap. It was overdue that we had to come down eventually. And I believe that this week, like this week that happened, that we're in right now, we had to come back and go fill this gap. Usually gaps are filled within a 72-hour range, so about like 3 trading days. I was literally just watching the video and I just learned that today, matter of fact, which is crazy. But yeah, so I already knew that, okay, eventually this week we are going to come fill that gap. So at the 30 minute, I see, okay, we broke past these lows um in this range. Basically, you can see basically over here. It's pretty much a range. Pretty good range. But we broke out. Um and I'm just expecting to go fill this gap. 45 minute, same thing. 45 minute, we still haven't filled that gap. Um I would also want to break this level over here off the 45 minute. 1 hour, boom. Already flawless. Like, well, we ended up breaking it on the 1 hour time frame anyways, but so yeah, that was my buys today. I seen sells, and then even on the 45 minute, I seen my 43 EMA and my 21 moving average were above my candlesticks, and we got a little retracement back. We couldn't break it. Got another retracement back near the 21, but we couldn't even touch it, matter of fact, and we couldn't even break it. So I already knew that we're gonna continue down bearish. We're gonna go fill this gap today. So now going to my entries. These are my entries today. I took 5 executions. I think it was 5. Yeah, it's 5 executions. Or 3 executions. We can see here. No, it was 5. It was 5. I just can't remember the other two. The other two were just repositions though. They weren't actual like trade setups. They were just me trying to actually position for the actual move. But my first ever trade though, my actual setup was this trade setup at 9:30. This was a weird setup because usually I don't like trading at 9:30, like exactly 9:30. I like to wait for like 9:32 and after, because that's where I kind of see that the market likes to reject that or at that point. Um, but this 9:30, I seen it and I did end up taking entry about, I think on this candle, matter of fact, this blue right here. This market is up blue. I ended up taking this and I took it down and I just closed out wherever this candle closed out. And I went up about $113 off of this. But the reason why I entered it, even though I traditionally don't or actually don't trade exactly 9:30, was one, we're already in a big, strong bearish trend. Earlier, also at 9:27, I think the market makers kind of already showed me that they want to go bearish because we were rejecting off of this 43 moving average and we broke past this 21 moving average. And then we got another push back down near the low of this previous candle. Not quite there, but close to it. Around 9:28, I felt like the market makers just wanted to show us where they wanted to push the market down. And then 9:29 is where they gave back the retracement so people could get some orders. And that's what I believe that they wanted to do. Um, and then we see here this 9:30 candle opened up bullish. And one, we couldn't break and close past this previous high. So that's my first indicator. My second indicator was, okay, we couldn't break and pass this 43 EMA was my second indicator. My third indicator was, okay, we were forming at a point, we're forming into a pin bar setup, which the pin bar setup is my bread and butter. Like I'm gonna make money off of that regardless, no matter what. Like 90% of the time I'm making money off that pin bar setup. That was my third indicator. Fourth indicator was we couldn't break past this previous high. Like we couldn't break and close past this previous high of this candle. And I also seen we couldn't break and close really past this 21 moving average. That's already like 5 points on why we're going to continue bearish. So I took this trade and I took it here. But at this point here, I started thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't trade at 9:30. What am I doing? Like, even though I knew it was bearish, I started hesitating. I'm like, what if this goes back up? I started thinking, and my mentor told me one time, if you always have to think, just close out. So I ended up closing out on this. The second candle opened up bearish, which I could have caught more profit on, but then closed bullish. But then we got a bearish push right after that. So I'll say that was my first entry. I got about $113 off of this. I exited over here. Or around here, somewhere around here. It's like 10 points. 10, 11 points I caught on that. But yeah, I closed out a bit too early. Just because I wasn't I didn't have a lot of confidence, even though I was confident in the trend and where the market was going. Just this execution, I started overthinking, to be honest, just because I don't usually trade exactly at 9:30. Um, and then yeah, so that was my first trade setup. And at this point here, when we got to here and we broke and closed past here, I would say this is where things kind of turned. My emotions kind of kept kicked in a little bit, and I started having a little bit of FOMO. Because I said, okay, bro, if I just held this, I started saying if. Once you start saying if, bro, you know it's done. Like you shouldn't be taking entry. You shouldn't be taking entry if you're saying if. Um, so I was saying like to myself, at this point over here, I took another entry. I took entry like here. Matter of fact, it was the dumbest. It was a dumb entry, to be honest. I took here because I see, okay, we got a pin bar, we got some volatility break, and I just thought, okay, we're just gonna instantly push down, which we did push down, but I entered right here, and then from 427 to 445, around there, or somewhere around here. I didn't close out exactly here, but it was around here. I ended up losing that previous $100 that I made just because I had FOMO and I wanted the continuation down because I missed out on all of this. So I'll say this right here, this was just like a dumb setup, a dumb trade. It wasn't even setup, it was just a dumb trade in general. I shouldn't have taken it at all. And I ended up going back to like break even or a little bit past break even. Then I said, okay, I'm just gonna wait for an actual setup. At this point now, um, I seen what the market makers were doing. They started printing these one candle pauses. So let me delete this, matter of fact. They started printing these one candle pauses. So we see here at 9:29, they printed one candle and we got a bearish push. Printed one bullish candle and we got a bearish push. We printed one bullish candle, we got a bearish push. And then we also got, at this point here, I said, okay, I see what they did. They did it 3 times. The 4th time, I'm going to take execution. So I took it. I ended up taking execution. I thought it was a good setup because I believed that we are going to get continuation, which we did. We got a push. But then my stop loss was about like a bit over here. And then this candle opened up bullish, hit my stop loss, and then wicked out right away. And at that point, then I went down because I was at break even before. I went down now about $100 and something. So I'm like, okay, you know what? It's fine. It's gonna move forward. And then I seen them do it one more time. I seen them print that one candle bullish pin bar one more time. They did it one time. They did another a pin bar, another pin bar, and they did it one more time. I'm like, okay, they're doing this on purpose. I'm gonna take this with confidence. So I seen this. I didn't take it right after this candle, but I waited for this to start wicking out, and I seen we couldn't break this previous high over here as well. I took entry, and it was around here somewhere, around somewhere here, and I took it down to this candle. I think it was about like 50 something points. I caught on this. I had like a 9. I had like a 9 point SL as well. So I took that down, and then they printed out one candle once again. At this point, I knew, okay, I'm not gonna close out. I'm just gonna put my stop loss at break even. If I hit break even, I hit break even. I'm fine with it. I would end off the day with losing $100. But then they printed this one bullish candle, and guess what happened? We got that push again, and I ended up making about altogether about like $500 and something off that trade. But this right here though, this $414 is what I made altogether on the day, just off of this push now. So I made the $100 back that I was down, and then $414 on top of that, around there as well. Overall for the day though, it was pretty decent day. Pretty decent day. And now you guys could even see, like, if I just zoom out, let's go to the 15-minute, matter of fact. Zoom out. Look at actually no, let's go 5-minute just so it's easier. Yeah, 5-minute. Like, just look at where we're at now. Just from here, my first ever entry at 9:30. We're all the way down here. And guess what happened? We go to the 1-minute time frame. Sorry, 1 hour time frame. That gap that I said 2 days ago that was gonna get filled this week got filled. It ended up getting filled. And yeah, the Bears prevailed. Sellers prevailed today. This week, past 3 days, they've been prevailing. So overall, pretty okay day, decent day. Even though I made $414, I did make some mistakes. I would say I had FOMO. Um, I had some FOMO, like over here on this entry, which is the dumbest entry you could ever take. I don't know why I would ever take that. Let me put an arrow there just so I can mark it up. Yeah, I took it right here. I'm gonna put a horizontal too. I took it right here. Dumb entry. Very dumb entry. Shouldn't have taken it. Got stopped out. But is what it is. Other than that, I think my analysis was very, very good. Um, Even just recognizing these one candles, bullish candles in between in this whole bearish trend. Um, yeah, I think this just noticing that we got one bullish candle, 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 helped me identify that okay, we're gonna continue bearish. They're just doing this to play games at this point. I took it off of this right here. Once we got this one pushed, didn't get spooked out by this bullish candle right here. We got a sell off, made $414. Overall for today, I'd say it's a pretty good day. Woke up, followed my routine for the day. Prayed in the morning, read in the morning, read my Bible, spent time with the Lord for about like 2 hours in the day. Currently reading Matthew right now. Amazing book. Amazing book. Something I'm learning God has really been showing me is humility. Just humility. John the Baptist, a humble man. Humble man. So yeah, God's just been showing me humility. Stay humble. Um, just stay humble. That's one thing I need to learn to do. Stay humble at times. But other than that, yeah, read, prayed, traded. I got a good amount of sleep today too. The other day I got only like 5 hours of sleep and I ended up losing. So ironic. I got 5 hours of sleep and I lost $500. But today I got a good amount like of sleep, about like 7.5 hours sleep. I was able to make $414 today. I was able to think straight. Yeah. Other than that, really good day. Really good day. I practiced one bad habit, but overall everything else is good. I stayed patient. Other than that, for everything else, other than that one time, I didn't have any greed. Really, I didn't really have any greed. But one thing I need to focus on is my confidence. Just be confident in your setup. Because if I was confident in my setup over here, let me just put this here, and I held it here, I would have caught 187 points for the day. That would have just passed my eval, to be honest. But yeah, other than that, pretty good day. I'm about to post my other video on how I lost $500 as well. I'm currently editing that. Other than that, stay blessed. God bless you. Jesus Christ loves you. And we out. That is devious, bro. That is devious. I'll take it for today. 414. That was a good trade.